Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Knowledge. On today's episode, I want to address a topic that a lot of people have been talking about lately because it appears that you can, in fact, weigh out Fusion Strike booster packs. And the way it works is that the lighter packs, which have the non-hollows in it, are usually have a heavier code card in it. But what's happening is that heavier code card is so much heavier that all the light packs actually have all the hits in it. And the crazy thing about this, and the elephant in the room that nobody is addressing, that literally this exact scenario has happened in the past in the hobby. Literally where people would weigh out packs, all the heavy packs would not have hits, and all the light packs would have the hits. This exact scenario has played out before, but nobody's talking about it, and I don't understand that. So what I'm going to do in this video is do a very brief history on pack weighing and code cards in Pokemon, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on what I think the long-term effects of something like this is. I actually made a video on my channel about this exact topic months and months ago, and my channel is very new. That video probably has less than 100 views, so I'll give you guys some of the bullet points of that video. Pokemon is known about pack weighing for a long time, and the first set to ever have code cards in it was Emergent Powers. Now, Emergent Powers came out in August 2011. It was the very first expansion from Black and White. So, in theory, every set prior to Emergent Powers, so Black and White and earlier, all those packs, in theory, are weighable. Yes, some of these more vintage packs, the weighing does get tricky, but like I said, the theory behind it is pretty solid that the heavier packs will in fact have the hits. Now, it wasn't until Phantom Forces that they started changing the weights of the code cards. So you would have a heavier code card in a light pack, and you would have a lighter code card in a heavier pack, or a pack with a hollow. But this is a crazy thing that nobody's talking about. The problem that we're seeing right now with Fusion Strike is the exact same scenario that we saw happen with Phantom Forces when they first started changing the weights of code cards. Just what we're seeing happen with Fusion Strike, where the lightest packs have all the hits in it. It's the same thing with Phantom Forces, because Phantom Forces, all the heavier code cards that they put in the non-hollow packs were so much heavier that everybody just opened up the lighter pack. So it's literally the exact same scenario that we saw happen with Phantom Forces. And now something to keep in mind is that from Phantom Forces, they didn't start adding the white code cards. So all the colored code cards from Phantom Forces all the way up until Breakpoint were the same color. So you had that same sort of issue with weighing packs. It wasn't really until Breakpoint that Pokemon introduced the white code cards and the green code cards, and more or less pack weighing became impossible at that point. But that's something very important that nobody is talking about, that we have seen this exact scenario happen before. Everybody's just up in arms about this and thinks it's the craziest thing that ever happened. I'm just going to tell you right now that I do not care. And the reason I don't care is because Fusion Strike is just a crazy, super modern product, and you should be sourcing your packs wherever you're getting them from right now for this sort of modern product from reputable places. And I don't care how you source them or where you source them from, but as long as you're doing it in some sort of intelligent way, you're not going to have to worry about those packs being weighed out, especially if you're buying booster boxes or you're getting them from Target or Walmart or GameStop or Pokemon Center. If they're reputable sources and you're sourcing correctly, you're going to be fine. Most people for ultra modern sets probably don't just buy Luke's packs anyways, so it really shouldn't be something you need to worry about. So what's like the long-term question about this and in the future? First of all, Fusion Strike is absolutely light years away from the point where we're going to start running into issues of individual packs of Fusion Strike holding amazing premiums where people are then going to start getting worried about it. Listen, guys, that point is so far away, it might never even happen. So you shouldn't even be worried about that. The only people who may get burned from this would be like the definitions of new collectors or people that just have no clue what's going on at all and is just buying bundles of loose Fusion Strike packs on eBay maybe. But I just don't think there's a lot of people doing that. Why would you buy loose packs of Fusion Strike when you could pick up check lane blisters or 3-pack blisters or ETBs or booster boxes. It's not a viable thing to be upset about. Don't worry too. Pokemon will fix this. This is definitely a temporary thing. The same way it was a temporary thing with Phantom Force, it's going to be the temporary thing for Fusion Strike. Pokemon's going to figure it out. The weight of the code cards is going to change so much that you won't be able to weigh the stuff out. So everybody just take a step back, take a deep breath. It's not a big deal. We're going to get over this. Trust me. In a couple months from now, nobody even be talking about this. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on the next video.